Hello guys, Rubber Kitty here. It's a beautiful morning, the sun's out. So, in BDSM there's a high emphasis on protocol. You know, I've been in for quite a few years and there's quite a few things regarding protocol in BDSM. I did some more research recently, delving into it a bit more, and I was looking at the whole etiquette versus protocol versus house rules, because there's some things that people say, oh no, this is protocol, and it's not really protocol. So what is protocol? Well, let me start off with etiquette. Etiquette is some general societal norms, cultural norms that have to do with, you know, the way people operate and interact with each other in social situations, to have a smoother interaction and to bring a high level of behaviour which allows for smooth interaction. Now, protocol is the same thing, but it is done on an international level, usually between delegates, between countries and such things. So that is, well, the main difference is they both deal with social norms. G'day Robert. They both deal with social norms, rules regarding behaviour and interaction. Etiquette is more localised, I could say, and protocol is on a more global, international sort of a field. And house rules will come into it, because that's even more localised, because that's to do with a particular house, as it were, or a particular family or particular group of people that are into the lifestyle. So why this comes up is because I've seen many times people talk about protocol, and we have things like high protocol situations where you're expected to be on your best behaviour, and people will lay out the rules or the protocols for that particular situation. Quite a few things come from etiquette, like just being polite and respectful to people. That's pretty normal, but it's just ramped up a little bit on a different level. What isn't protocol? Rules, house rules, such as not wearing any pants, like not wearing any undies. Those, while it can be customary and usual within a particular region, it's more a house rule, or I consider it more of a house rule. It's not, it's not widely applied. Well, it is widely applied or widely understood, but not everyone does it, or not the majority. So yeah, that's a thing. Protocol is taken, I'm not sure if it's out of context, but it's applied in BDSM because it's kind of like you know, people have an us versus them, like vanilla versus kinky people. And what brings them together is that the kinky people have certain sort of protocols and ways in which to address each other, which is kind of very Downtown Abbey kind of style, where you address each other with titles. That's at the higher end level. And people, or the submissives, don't speak unless they're spoken to, or they're not allowed to speak at all, or people don't speak to the submissives without the permission of the dominant that's looking after them. So they're a different set of what they call protocols, or what we call protocols. That's just widely understood. Usually on an international level. Locally, it's different. Locally, the protocol could be different, or should I call it etiquette? It gets confusing that way. They call it protocol to give it a name or a tag, to say, look, this is the set rules, this is how it is, and this is what we're going to call it. We're going to call it high protocol because these are different sets of, this is a different way of acting and being in this particular situation, such as, you know, when you go and do like your delegates or dignitaries for a country or for a company or something like that. You're actually representing your house, your way of lifestyle. So you're kind of like your own little fiefdom. So you get into those protocols. And one thing to do with the house and etiquette is being respectful to others, as I said before, even when they don't deserve it. And there's plenty of people that do that. And a lot of people being disrespectful, like being part of a house and being disrespectful to your house or the house members, particularly to people that are outside the house. Yeah, aside from with close friends, kind of like that. Anyway, etiquette, protocol, house rules. What do you consider protocol? What do you consider part of etiquette? What do you consider part of house rules? Now, in amongst all this, I kind of put a whole blanket thing of being courteous to people. And that's a pretty big thing, just taking people, mixing with that, taking people as they come. So if people are being really disrespectful to me, then it's like, well, be polite, be courteous. They keep being disrespectful, just try and ignore it. To me, to others, there's some people that, you just don't tolerate them being disrespectful to, and you don't have to. But you don't have to be sort of obvious and out there. It's like, oh, fuck you, why are you doing this? You can be polite about it. I think that's a lost art these days. Actually being able to correct somebody publicly without causing them massive amounts of embarrassment or causing a scene. I was thinking about this was it last night, about the art of conversation dying. That's part of it. Not only is it the actual verbal things that you're giving out to people, but it's being able to read the situation. I think a lot of people can't read situations properly these days. They just kind of think, oh, I'm just going to assume this, and that's what it is, so, blah, rather than actually taking the situation as it stands and say, okay, well, this doesn't make sense and that contradicts that, so what is really going on here? So, what do you consider protocol? What do you consider high protocol? What do you consider low protocol? What do you consider as part of etiquette in your particular situation, your social circle? They'll be different for different social circles that you have. And what do you consider like house rules? And what would you think would be house rules? It'll be different. It's finite and gets more defined as you go along. Anyway, so that's just my thoughts on the whole protocol etiquette thing. Kind of feel like C-3PO. Anyways, today is Thursday. I can smell the jacaranda. It must be meaning exam time. Okay, see you guys. Love you.